Hi, welcome back to lesson 2 of the English Grammar Journey for Beginners with me, Caroline. In our last lesson, we looked at two important parts of a sentence, and that is the subject and the verb. If you have not watched that video, please go and watch it because we are trying to create something that will help you improve your grammar knowledge step by step. So it's very, very important to watch it. In today's lesson, we are going to add something new, and that is the object. We are going to understand what an object is and try to make a full sentence. So, what is an object? An object is something or someone that gets an action in a sentence. I will give you some example sentences. 1. I eat pizza. I is the subject because I does the action. Eat is the action, which is our verb, and pizza is our object. Example number 2, they play football. They, subject, play, verb, and our object is football. And the last example sentence, she reads a book. She, subject, read, verb, and book, the object. So in a simple way, an object is what gets the action. If I do an action, to who or to what, that is our object. So don't you think it's very easy to make a sentence in English? If you can have a subject, a verb, and an object, you will be able to make basic sentences. So congratulations to you. Let's look at the structure of a sentence. When we make a sentence, what should we put first, second, and last? First, we should have a subject and a verb, and finally, an object. For example, we watch movies. So our subject is we. Watch is our verb, and movies is our object. Another example sentence is you write emails. You, subject, write, verb, and emails, object. Now, I'm going to show you sentences that don't have this order and tell me how you feel about it. Let's see example 1. Movies watch we. Do you understand this sentence? Maybe not. So the order is wrong. You should start with the subject, verb, and object. So we watch movies. I will give you another example of a wrong order sentence. Football play you. Does it sound good? Maybe not. So you play football. Now it is practice time. Let's try to do some practice to check if you really understand what we've covered so far. I will give you some example sentences and time to practice. Ready? Let's do it. Okay, so which of these sentences is correct? 1. Read I books. 2. I read books. 3. Books read I. You're right. Number 2 is the correct answer. I read books. In this answer, we have the subject, the verb, and the object. Like I said, this should always be the order: subject, verb, object. Example number 2. 1. Water drinks he. 2. Watch we movies. 3. Chocolate eats you. Which one is correct? Well, none of them is correct. And if you got it wrong, don't worry. It's okay. Just watch the video again and you will understand everything. In the next example, you will be better. Now, let me give you a trick to remember a sentence structure. Just think of who does what to what. For example, who? I. Do what? Eat. To what? Pizza. So I eat pizza. I, subject, eat, verb, and pizza, object. And that is your basic sentence structure. Now you know how to make a strong sentence in English using a subject, verb, and object. Congratulations! If you want to practice more, please download the lesson material provided. In our next lesson, we're going to talk about the verb to be. This is something very, very important when you speak English. And what is the verb to be? These are things like is, and are. We use them to describe people and things. Thank you so much and see you in the next lesson.